The first Range Rover was introduced to the world back in 1970, and in the subsequent decades, 4 generations of this robust SUV has dominated global roads. 2022 Range Rover, the 5th generation, has now landed on our shores and is promising the same robust character, but now with more elegance, more comfort, more features and more luxury, both in terms of its design on the outside as well as features on the inside. You're watching HT Auto, I'm Shubhadeep, and these are the top highlights of the 2022 Range Rover. Now, the Range Rover has been brought to the Indian market in 4 broad variants. You get the car in the SC, SHC, the Autobiography, and the top-of-the-line first edition for a limited period of time frame. The cars that you see here are the Autobiography version. Now, the Range Rover has always had a very strong, very large road presence, and the latest edition obviously builds on that. But the Range Rover also prioritizes a very clean and yet elegant design language on the outside. And once again, 5th generation doesn't have anything radically new, and that works in its favor. Just take a look at the face of this car with the grille, not remarkably new, but very simple. The brand badging is again something that's always been there right up here on the clamshell bonnet. Flanking the grille are again conventional for Range Rover LED headlight units. The DRLs are illuminated at startup. The turn indicators are also in animated functionality, and the main headlight unit themselves are LED matrix and provide the optimal illumination regardless of the terrain conditions. That the Range Rover is the flagship SUV from the brand is most evident from the side angle, because this car is typically huge. The vehicle stands on 22-inch alloy wheels, but if you so choose, you can also opt for larger 23-inch alloy wheels as well. There is absolutely no chrome used anywhere on the right panel, and because this is the Autobiography variant, you get a slight design element here and the Autobiography badge. There is a whole interplay of black coloring on the car around the window line, and these windows are typically huge with another enormous rear quarter glass that's really large as well. One thing that I really like and that makes its debut inside the Range Rover are these flush door handles. You have the key, you can just walk away and the flush door handles go in, approach the car, and they come out as well. The rear profile of the Range Rover continues with the inherent design elements of the car overall. It is simple, it is elegant, and yet it is very tastefully done. Now, for example, the tail lights here, if they are not illuminated, they blend seamlessly into the body of the vehicle. The same goes for the turn indicators too. If they are not illuminated, then you won't really know that this is where the turn indicators are at. The Range Rover badge is of course very prominent, and do not miss the 2 shark fin antennas right at the top. They are not cosmetic, they are of course functional. Primary function is that it houses the rear camera unit. Now, I particularly like what the Range Rover has on offer once you open the boot. Of course, there is massive 814 liters of cargo space. This opens up to 2,100 liters of cargo space if the rear seats are folded. But my personal favorite is this function right here, because imagine you are somewhere on the hills, you park the Range Rover, you have a nice picnic basket with your special someone, and you can actually sit back, relax, enjoy the view. And just in case you, like me, are on the heavier side, then don't worry. The company tells us that this can support very heavy people as well. So there's no real point body shaming either me or yourselves. Of course, there are 2 speakers right on top as well. So the company is taking care of all your audio-visual entertainment needs as well. But if you're done with the view, jump back up, set this back here with these buttons right here, and this folds back into place, can be opened this way as well. And well, if you're done with your picnic basket, this press of a button and it goes back inside. Multiple button options at the back here as well, and this car can be adjusted for its height. So press of a button and this car quickly lowers itself as well. Same thing, press of a button and this car will increase its height too. So just in case you want a better view of the valley in front, well, just pop this car up and that's it. These are some of the very small attention to details that this car focuses on. But there's a lot more happening on the inside as well, so come, let's take a look. Now, while it's great that there are 2 dedicated speakers on the rear portion of this car, there are overall 35 speakers inside the new Range Rover. The Meridian signature sound system is packed with 1600 watts of power output, sound power output. But very interestingly, not all the 35 speakers are for your audio-visual requirements. Yes, there are 8 speakers, 2 on each of the 4 headrests, that claim to cancel out ambience noise. That's active noise cancellation, so that the passengers on the inside can enjoy an even calmer drive experience. But of course, if audio-visual requirements are your priority, then there are plenty of speakers all around this vehicle. Now, while good music system and great music can definitely make for a very, very pleasurable ride experience, there are certain times when you just want to calm things down and enjoy the better things in life, and that is where the Range Rover promises to excel in as well. The seats are extremely well cushioned. There is a high degree of firmness, but that's not really compromising on the comfort front in any way. There are multiple upholstery color options, but we chose to shoot this part of this video inside this because this color here is my personal favorite. Now, most of the things inside the Range Rover can be controlled through the press of a button, either on the side door or on this center portion right here. Press of a button and this comes down. There is a screen here as well, and this really is where the master controls are at. Everything from seat positioning to massage to ventilation to heating to even the sunroof to the rear blinds to the side blinds, everything can be controlled through the screen right here. So for example, I want to unwind and have a relaxing experience. So I select seat and my seat, because I can also control from right here this seat as well. So I'll select this seat right here. I'll select adjust and I can control the position of the headrest, the neck piece here, the back, the side bolstering, the calf support and the footrest as well. Everything I just mentioned can be adjusted, customized to how you want it. Now, as I mentioned, every aspect of this, every incline, every degree can be customized to your preference. You can use the same screen to control the massage functionality. You can turn on or off the cooling or heating functionality. Speaking specifically of the heating functionality, you can select which part of the car's upholstery heats up. So you can have the central armrest heating up, the door handles heating up, the seats themselves of course. And to create the perfect spa ambience, you now get the ambient lighting system in as many as 30 color options. Now, if you're a bit of a restless soul like me and you've had enough of the serene experience that the Range Rover has on offer and you want to get back to checking out what the audio-visual offerings are, well, there are plenty of that as well. I've already mentioned the speaker systems across and around this car, but there are 2 rear entertainment screens as well that puts out navigation, but of course have the 2 HDMI inputs as well. So plug in your compatible device and you can stream from any of your favorite OTT platform. And so that you don't disturb others in the car, the company is throwing in dedicated headphones that you can connect to this vehicle via Bluetooth. You don't like the quality on these headphones? Frankly, we've not tested these, so can't comment on that. You can also get your personal favorite headphone and connect it to the screen via Bluetooth again. Now, the Range Rover is perhaps primarily a chauffeur-driven vehicle, but let me tell you, this here is one damn lucky chauffeur, because there is just so much happening inside this vehicle even before you get a move on. There is a huge 13.1-inch main infotainment screen. It's got haptic feedback to prevent accidental touches, but of course you can shut that off as well, and this becomes a touch sensitive screen, very responsive to touch, and very, very easy to grasp as well for someone who may be new to the Land Rover family. Then there is a 13.4-inch all-digital driver display that is a treat for the person behind the wheels. Huge steering wheel, very classic and yet very modern. It's got the controls for the audio visual as well as for the ADAS. We'll come to the ADAS in just a bit. But the overall layout has been done phenomenally well. Not too much crammed in, but that is where the elegance of this car comes at play. The feature list is of course endless, the usual fare of support for wireless Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, wireless phone charging, multiple Type-C and Type-A USB points, a lot of storage space for cup holders, and in fact even under this armrest there is a chiller unit. Press a button, two lights come on, and this chiller compartment can go down to as low as -5 degrees Celsius. The Range Rover now comes with a front camera with an integrated radar which allows for assistive driver functionalities. The camera and the radar are right here just under the front grille, and this allows for features and functionalities such as lane keep assist and adaptive cruise control. And the latest Range Rover is being offered with 3 engine options. You get the car in 3-litre petrol with mild hybrid technology. Then there is the 3-litre diesel, again with mild hybrid technology. And there is a very powerful 4.4-litre motor as well, which is actually where the Range Rover is at its most capable, most powerful. Globally, of course, Land Rover has confirmed that there will be an all-electric version of this car sometime around 2024, but we're yet to hear any developments about whether that all-electric model Range Rover would be coming to Indian shores as well. The Range Rover has the best that Land Rover has on offer at present currently anywhere in the world. Of course, because it is the flagship SUV. In India, this car has been priced at rupees 2.4 crore and goes up to rupees 3.5 crore ex-showroom. And while it is quite a price to pay, remember the Range Rover is coming to the country via the import route. At this price point, it has rivals that are not directly its rivals, like for example the Lamborghini Urus and the Audi Q8 RS, but the Range Rover on its own is trying to woo and wow a certain very special clientele. What do you make of the Range Rover? Do let us know. And its real test, of course, would be in the real world when it's on the move, and we would be getting you that drive review pretty soon as well. Till then, this is me, Shubhadeep, signing out. Thank you for watching HT Auto.